This year, the students of East at Cross County have really built up their service, creating sophisticated community projects that has allowed our students to grow and achieve at unprecedented levels. Seniors Joseph, Jaredon, Justin, and Emily wanted to create a video game. The team made a video game that would test the player using simple algebra questions requested by a 5th grade teacher to follow her lesson plan. Jaredon acted as the team leader, keeping everyone on task.
A group of my friends were creating an educational game, and I was one of the last team members to join in on the project. They were having issues with direction and setting goals, so they brought me on as a team coordinator. I used the software Basecamp to set deadlines and to-dos so that they would know exactly what they needed to do and when it was due. When there was issues with deadlines, or perhaps maybe they didn't know exactly what they needed to do, we would all sit down and I would discuss how we could better get things accomplished in the group.
The artwork for the game was created by Justin and Emily, working hard to perfect every visual aspect of the game in a cute pixelated style.
I was the lead programmer on this project. We were working in Unity, so I had to learn C#. I had worked with other programming languages before, but this was new to me, so I had to use online guides to learn how to solve some problems over the course of this project. One of my biggest struggles in this project was trying to keep my focus. Our team coordinator, Jerry Don, helped me keep my focus through constant support and detailed plans that he created throughout the project.
Every year I sponsor the Congressional App Challenge for students in the 1st Congressional District. 5 of the last 6 years, the Congressional App Challenge has been won by the Cross County East students, and they just do a fantastic job. And the students there really have a grasp on the various types of coding, but not only that, I think they really understand how to work as a team.
The Cherry Fest Committee, a group of Cherry Valley residents who make the annual Cherry Fest celebration, contacted us to create a promotion for their event. Tessa Robertson was able to make a promotional video for the event, and Mally Wallace, Gage Havener, and Taylor Tillman designed and built a vinyl sign that would stand proudly at the intersection of Cherry Valley.
I just had to make sure to take my time and be patient as I put down the stencil.
The food pantry came to us for help to get a grant. They plan to make an extension on their building for more storage with the ability to help more people. Sierra Stevens and Garen Wood made a video demonstrating the daily life of the food pantry, as well as showing around the facility and what all the rooms are for. This project relied heavily on communication. I had to send my video back and forth with the food pantry facilitator, adjusting it as needed, and even though we did face obstacles occasionally, with her sharing her knowledge of the food pantry and me sharing my videography capabilities, we were able to come to a good end product that we were both very happy with. Mally Wallace created a 2D floor plan to show the new space that will be created and is working on a 3D model.
In 7th grade, I started doing 2D designs for the buildings in Cherry Valley. When the project with the food pantry came up, I was happy to get on board. I started with the 2D designs and from there started working on the 3D designs to create a proof of concept for the future expansion.
Macy McCommon created a 360 tour of the food pantry to supplement the video tour. Nest Club brought the project to us to create senior banners. Students Jenna, Gracie, and Kaylee worked together creating senior banners for all participants in extracurriculars. Kaylee designed the posters using Illustrator, while Gracie set up and took all the photos that would be used for the banners. Jenna put all of it together and worked with the print company to ensure they were properly formatted.
This is the first project that allowed my group to work on our own. We helped our client bring their idea to life, and we also contacted the coaches for us to get the uniforms for the pictures, and we also reached out to the printer to get the prints of them and scheduled pickups.
Miss Tana Bell from AR Care reached out to us with the job of translating several booklets and guides into Spanish for their patients. Madison worked with Adobe Acrobat to scan and create editable PDFs she could translate with the help of translation software and proofreading by our Spanish teacher. During 2020, a few students made podcasts that they publicized on various podcast platforms, all with several different topics and audiences. Many students took podcasts as an outlet for storytelling, with 7 currently running podcasts at East. Miss Sonia Martin with KYWN in Wynn contacted us to record the Pledge of Allegiance performed by each class in our elementary school. Students Emma and Mia took on the project and learned how to use recording equipment and editing software to quickly complete the project in 2 weeks.
I learned a lot from using the Zoom mic and using the microphones in the audio room. It also helped me speak more fluently.
Mr. Jarrett, a history teacher and dean of students, reached out to us for help in creating a virtual Veterans Day program. 10th graders Dylan and Levi were eager to take on the opportunity and began learning about videography to create a video for the school's social media. They also worked to create interactive games and events students would be able to participate in. They reflected on the project with Mr. Jarrett and decided to continue this project for other meaningful historic days of remembrance and similar events throughout the year. Our community has always had a need for graphic design, making it a consistent source of projects and a challenge we are always willing to take. Senior Carson Davis has been trusted with the majority of these projects for many years. He has made various posters for clients like baby shower announcements, a farewell poster for a community member's coworker, a concession stand menu, a cheerleader poster, and various other community projects. Knowing he's graduating, Carson has been teaching a new group of students, working to show them some of his tricks and bypass a lot of the mistakes he has had to learn over the years. Cross County East started CCHS Live as a way to broadcast football games both at home and away. The spokesperson for CCHS Live, Lexi Jarrett, was offered a special on PBS after another student sent an email telling her story for CCHS Live as well as all of her many other accomplishments. After the long-term camera holder for CCHS Live graduated, 7th graders Karis and Abigail took their place on the sidelines, manning the camera and even doing sideline reports.
It's definitely something that I love to do, especially on Friday nights, because used to I'll just be bored sitting at home being on my phone or whatever. But now I'm actually out doing something, and it's not just something, it's something really fun and I really enjoy.
Before, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I've had the question asked to me a lot recently for some reason, that asked me what I wanted to do when I graduate high school, and I didn't really know. But I've thought a lot about it, and I really want to do stuff like this as I go off to college, and I want this to be something that I continue on doing.
This year, I've been given countless opportunities from CCHS Live. I had a special filmed with Arkansas PBS, telling my story and showcasing everything that I've done in the past to where I am now in the live stream world. And I also was asked to help broadcast the King Cotton Holiday Classic Tournament in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I was asked to be on a panel of other analysts, which included Kareem Reed, former Arkansas Razorback, and Ashley Crockett, reporter for KTV7 in Little Rock.
Hi, I'm Michelle Barnes with Real Images in Alexander, Arkansas, and I wanted to send a great thank you to the East program at Cross County High School for producing our live stream of our fundraising event, the Phenomenal Women Luncheon in 2021. Our mission at Real Images is to empower young people, and it was just such an honor, and it meant so much to myself and the board of directors to have this group to come out and participate in the way that you guys did. We had people streaming from Arkansas, Texas, and Georgia, and so your participation in our event meant a lot to other people outside of Arkansas. And so we look forward to working with you guys again, and thank you so very much.
At the end of the 2021 school year, our district was working to be named as an Apple Distinguished School. As part of the process, Apple needed to complete a site visit and tour the district. The only issue was Apple employees were not able to travel due to COVID restrictions. To make this tour possible, our admin reached out to us, and Sierra and Lexi took on the challenge of coordinating with students, teachers, and admin to plan the project. After creating the plan, the next challenge was to move the tour along and maintain a good connection to keep the WebEx connection alive. The finished project received praise from Apple officials and opened the door for our whole district to be named an Apple Distinguished School. A 6th grader named Luke proposed a plan to create news for the elementary school. He contacted us and a senior named Cameron Young, who took on the role of videographer, editor, and executive producer of the show. They collaborated weekly, working together to create content worthy of finalized weekly shows. Cameron shows elementary students leadership and gives them a good example, moving into high school with a solid foundation, having already worked on a project and experience with East. Years ago, we worked with the marketing team for NEA Baptist to collect footage for the biggest fundraiser for NEA Baptist Charitable Foundation that raises on average $500,000. The event was hosted in person once again, and we were eager to help document it. A team led by Sierra Stevens was made up of East students Karis, Garen, Abby, and Julian, collecting B-roll, interviews, and photos to be used in future event sponsor promotional material. Students Macy McCommon and Cami McGee worked to create 360 tours of the trails at Village Creek. Macy taught Cami, a younger student, how to use the 360 camera. Cami then found a new software, Clappity, to place the tours all in one spot so those who couldn't view the trails in person for any reason would still be able to enjoy the sights. Other members of the project, Bo Cook and Connor Wilson, worked to collect GIS data and map the trails.
So far, we have been named the state winners for the Samsung Solve for Tomorrow competition, and we are currently competing at the national level. This project has given me the opportunity to teach new skills to students and further develop my own. Being an East student has given me the confidence to not only lead, but grow.